I'm meteorologist Bella Grace, and here are 5 things you need to know about the weather coming up right here in 5 country. We are still seeing a real active pattern sit over our heads here in Arkansas and Oklahoma, so isolated storm threats are continuing to jump across the region as we move throughout the day today and even into the weekend. You can see that on and off severe threat. Sticking with a few of those risks as we go into the weekend. Showers on and off. We should get a few breaks for your Memorial Day weekend to hopefully get outside and see a little bit more sunshine. We'll definitely be feeling the heat for the weekend, whether we're seeing those showers or not. Temperatures are rising into the 80s again this week, even pushing some 90s by the start of next week. With all of these showers, we are trying to look out for a flood threat, because everybody is planning on being out and about, or a lot of people are at least. And if you're headed out to the lakes, some rivers, anything, you are going to probably see a pretty high level with those. So as of today, we're not seeing too much for the middle part of the day, just a few spotty clouds trying to push through. It's not until later on this evening that we start to see a few isolated showers trying to push into the river valley, mostly centering over Scott County. Waldron is seeing that push in. You can see around 8 p.m. tonight, so the sun is setting. We have had a full day of sunshine and warmth, and then the showers start to work their way back into the early morning hours of Friday. You can see that round after round, very isolated storms trying to push into our southernmost counties as we get closer and closer to midnight, trying to stretch out over the river valley as we get closer to 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Really staying pretty light, but that is coming with a slight severe threat. A lot of these are going to continue moving throughout early Friday morning. That's coming with a level 1 threat for tonight's showers, really not pushing into 5 country. Parts of Scott County and LaFleur County are included in that level 2 threat. Mainly, we're just looking out for strong gusty winds, the possibility of small hail in those stronger storms to our south. Mostly we're looking in the river valley for that, but we could all see the possibility of a strong storm popping up here or there. So we are keeping our eyes peeled. We have another threat tomorrow for severe weather, a little bit stronger across our eastern side of 5 country and south. Most of the river valley is included in that, all except for part of Sequoyah County. So we are keeping our eyes peeled. A little bit more activity for our Friday morning. We expected this front that's causing that to come through a little bit sooner, happened today, but things have stalled out a little bit. So we are still watching for the same threats, damaging winds tomorrow morning up to about 70 miles per hour. We could even see quarter plus size hail, so even larger than that is possible, near $half size. So pretty notable hail. Our rotation threat is pretty low. We are just watching out for those flash floodings through the weekend because we are seeing so much rain drop down on us. Here's what we're looking at. We've got a dry line out over Texas trying to move in, funneling more dry, warm air into 5 country. We had a warm front move throughout the day today and into a little bit earlier this morning. That moved through, trying to bubble up a few storms. That's a little bit more widespread than what we're actually seeing. It's not until Friday that we have our cold front move through. Now, that's the first of our cold fronts that we're going to see for this weekend with low pressure over Texas. You can see the worst of it pretty far to our south. We're not too worried, but definitely we could see an isolated shower or storm try to push into the river valley, definitely coming with that threat on Friday early morning, and then another threat later on in the evening, late evening, afternoon, and evening hours. That's going to push through. We'll have another little warm up come by with that warm front reconfiguring itself and moving through 5 country on Saturday. Throughout the day, we'll see tons of sun, get that warm air to build up, and then another cold front comes through on overnight Saturday into the very early morning hours of Sunday. That's when we'll have another pretty good chance of some severe weather. Now, this is setting up mostly to over Missouri, so we are going to see that really center over our area, push the tail end into our region. You can see how those temperatures are rising into Sunday, high 80s, even some 90s, trying to push into the River Valley. 92 on Sunday seems nice and warm, and it really will be once we get the last of those severe showers out Saturday night into Sunday morning. We could see a few residual showers trying to stick around Sunday into Monday, but most of your day for the Memorial Weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we will see bits of sunshine. So if you do have plans, don't cancel those. Most of these showers are going to be overnight, but a stray storm or two in the afternoon isn't unheard of. This is what we're looking at. Not too much rain in northwest Arkansas completely. We are seeing a little bit more in the River Valley, definitely up to about 2 inches in some spots locally. We could see more, but these aren't huge rainmakers. Even just this 1 inch that we're seeing into the weekend could really add up with all of the rain we've been getting. I know river levels are pretty high, lake levels already, so don't be surprised if you see some higher levels and possible flooding into this weekend. Mostly early Sunday morning is when we're probably going to see a little bit more of that standing water. We'll clear that out for next week and hopefully have a little bit more calm weather or it gets way back in. I'm 5 News meteorologist Bella Grace, and those are the 5 things you needed to know.